Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you live here to the Dragon's Den, home of the Pacific Dragons, here for our second matchup of Week 9 in the Generic Football League. So the Northern Outlaws are set to take on the Pacific Dragons. And I gotta say, the Northern Outlaws probably got the worst possible matchup here in the situation that they are currently in. They are in a win out and get help situation if they want a shot at the playoffs. And the team they happen to face this week is the #1 team in the league, the Pacific Dragons. So this matchup is going to be very interesting. It is the last place team overall in the league taking on the #1 and current honorable favorite Pacific Dragons. So we'll see what's going to happen here. And the Dragons will be starting with the ball here. We'll see what they can do with it. We go first down here for the Dragons. They're going to run it here. Almost going to get a first down out of it. First down for the Dragons. Wiley with a good run here to open the game. We're going to toss it out right side to Wiley. And Wiley will fall short. He got a good amount of yards out of that one, but not much. Second down. And I think the part that probably hurts the Outlaws the most is one of their head-to-head games. They played the Rockets back in week 2, lost in overtime there. And the Dragons actually gave the fullback fake the toss, but it did not work out. We're gonna go play action here. Roel fires right side pass is caught. And actually, they've lost. The Outlaws have lost to both teams that are ahead of them. So that head-to-head, so a tiebreaker is looking at it. I'm not even sure if everything goes their way, if they get into the playoffs. We'll have to consult with people after this game here. First down, here's the run. Second down now for the Dragons. Second and 6 here for the Dragons. Roel in the pocket, looking to find somebody. Roel looks, fires left side. This one will be caught. First down. First down here for the Dragons. Roel fires towards the left side. Pass will be caught. Second and inches here for the Dragons. They're going to give it here to Wiley. He's taken almost all the way to the end zone. What a run. Here we go. First and goal at the 1. And we got a flag here. Encroachment on the Outlaws. How much closer can the Dragons get to the end zone? First and goal, Dragons. See what they have in store here. They're just gonna go. They're gonna go play action, and it's gonna cost them the touchdown as Roel gets sacked. That was probably the easiest touchdown I've ever seen, and they overcomplicate it. Second and goal. Second and goal. Well, fires right side. This one's caught, and they walk it in. Touchdown, Dragons. Carter with the touchdown grab. Five-yard touchdown pass. Now we're set for the extra point. And this one will be up and good. So here we go, set for kickoff. Here we go, here's the kick. And return here for the Outlaws. And not a great return for the Outlaws. First down, Outlaws. And they're going to start with the ground game, and that goes nowhere. Second down. Second and 12 here for the Outlaws. Second down here. They're going to try the ground game at Sullivan. And Sullivan will get to the 25, third down. Third and 8 here for the Outlaws. They're going to go play action here. Samuels fires right side. Pass will be dropped. Incomplete. Fourth down. Fourth and 8. Outlaws set the punt. Here we go. Here's the punt. And this one will be returned here. And Dragons get just short of the 40. First down here for the Dragons. First down here for the Dragons. Roel in the pocket, fires left side, pass incomplete. We go second and 10. Roel, deep shot right side, pass incomplete. Third and 10 here for the They're down real well in the pocket. Looks, fires right side. Open man. Pass is caught. He's looking to take it all the way here. And I think he will. Touchdown, Pacific Dragons. "61-yard touchdown pass for the Dragons." And the extra point is good. Here we go, set for kickoff. Here we go. We are set for kickoff. Here's the kick. And return here for the Outlaws. They've got a decent return going. You'll get past their own 25. First down here for the Outlaws. Samuels will give to Sullivan. Sullivan running out left side. Sullivan, he's got a good lane. Don't get short of the 45. It's a good run right there. Second down. First down, Outlaws. They're going to fake it to the fullback here on first down. Try and give it to Sullivan. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Second down. Second and 9 here for the Outlaws. Clock is winding down here in the first. Samuels in the pocket. Samuels looking, fires left side. This one is caught, and that should be a first down. That'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Dragons lead 14-0. So here we go. First down here for the Outlaws. Here to open the second quarter. Samuels will give here to Sullivan left side. Sullivan cutting back up, dragging a guy with him, and gets the first down. We go first down here for the Outlaws. They'll toss it out right side to Sullivan, and he goes backwards. Second down. Second and 13 here for the Outlaws. Samuels give it back to Sullivan up the middle. And Sullivan fumbles! The ball is out! Dragons pick it up! And that has got to be heart-wrenching for the Northern Outlaws. Things looked like they were going your way. And, okay, Outlaws challenge the fumble here. Let's take a look. And looking at the replay. Hard to tell from this angle. Let's see if we can get a better one. And it's hard to tell. At least with these camera angles, I'm having a very hard time telling. Seems the officials made a decision, though. Let's see what it is. And the play gets reversed, so the Outlaws win the challenge. And the fans are not happy with that one. 3rd and 7 Outlaws. Third down here. Play action. Samuels keeps it. Samuels looks down the middle. This one caught! First down Outlaws. First and goal here for the Outlaws. On first and goal, they give to Sullivan. And Sullivan stopped at the line. 2nd down. Second and goal here for the Outlaws. Back to Sullivan. Sullivan fighting, taken down to the 5. 3rd and goal. Third and goal. And Samuels tries to do it himself, and he's stopped. It's 4th down. And the Outlaws will have to settle here for a field goal. Here we go. This kick is up and good. Here we go, set for kickoff. Here we go, here's the kick. And return here for the Dragons. And we'll see what they get out of this return. Not going to get past the 20. Here we go, first down, Dragons. First down, Dragons. Well, on first down, they're going to go screen out right side to Wiley. And Wiley get a couple positive yards of that one. 2nd down. Second and 6 here for the Dragons. Second down here, Roel rolls out right. Fires, this one will be incomplete. 3rd down. Third and 6 here for the Dragons. Roel on play action, fires left side, passes dropped, 4th down. Had it in his hands and had it broken up. Fourth and 6, and the Dragons are going to punt this one away. Here we go, here's the punt. And this one going to get by and goes into the end zone. It'll be a touchback for the Outlaws. First down here for the Outlaws. Samuels gives to Sullivan. He's met immediately. Second down. It'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 14-3, Dragons lead. Second and 11 here for the Outlaws. They're going to try running again here with Sullivan. And Sullivan stuffed again. Dragons will take a timeout here. They're going to try and preserve enough clock for themselves. Third down, Outlaws. Third and 11. Third down here. Samuels in the pocket looking. Fires right side. Nobody there. Fourth down. Fourth and 11. Outlaws are going to have to punt this one away. Here we go. Here's the punt. This one looks like it will be returned here by the Dragons. Breaking one tackle. Trying to get by more. Shoved out of bounds around the 50. First down here for the Dragons. Backfield will be empty. Roel under center. Roel drops back in the pocket. Roel looking to find somebody. Fires left side. This one will be caught short of the marker. Second down. Second and 2 here for the Dragons. Second down here. Roel fires left side. This one is caught. And that'll be a first down. First down here for the Dragons. Roel down the middle. Pass is caught. Breaking up second down. And the Dragons take a timeout. 1 minute to go. Second and 7 here for the Dragons. They have 1 timeout remaining. Second and 7. Well, in the pocket, looking. Fires left side, pass is swatted down. Third and 7 here for the Dragons. Well, in the pocket, looking, pump fakes, fires left side, passes broken up, incomplete, fourth down. And the Dragons will settle for a 55-yard field goal attempt here. Down the middle, let's see if he can get the distance. Here we go. Here's the kick. This one up. It's sailing right. It might have had the distance, but he pulls it. It's no good. First down here for the Outlaws. First down here. Samuels in the pocket, looking, fires left side. Pass will be caught. First down. Outlaws will take a timeout. First down here for the Outlaws. Samuels floats it up right side. Pass swatted down, incomplete. Second and 10 here for the Outlaws. Second down here. Samuels in the pocket at midfield. Samuels looking as he throws. This one is going to be intercepted by the Dragons. He's still on his feet here. Take it down his own 25. Big play from the Dragon defense. It's Smith with a pick. First down here for the Dragons. Roel in the pocket, looking, fires left side, pass, caught! And there he goes! They will not catch him. Touchdown, Pacific Dragons. One play after the pick, it's grab and go, and the Pacific Dragons lead by 3 possessions. Extra point attempt here. And the extra point is good. Here we go. Set for kickoff. 21-3. And last week, the Dragons won 28-3 over the Central Trojans. And we'll see if they can win by the same amount this week or higher. Squib kick from the Dragons. Not going to go out of bounds. So the Outlaws got to take it. Take it out at their own 35. Here we go. First down here for the Outlaws. First down here for the Outlaws. Samuels fires right side. Pass is caught. Big hit. Timeout taken by the Outlaws. Second and 5 here for the Outlaws. Samuels in the pocket. Samuels looking. Trying to find somebody going left side. Pass will be caught. That's a first down. Outlaws take the timeout. Are they in field goal range? And that's what they're going to try. No? Huh? I'm left speechless. I don't know what we just saw, ladies and gentlemen. And apparently there's still time on the clock. First down, Dragons. I'm at a loss for words right now. And Dragons, they're going to run it here. And that'll take us to halftime. 21-3, Dragons lead going into halftime. What just happened? Here we go. Outlaws are going to get the ball here. They'll take a touchback. Here we go. First down for the Outlaws to start the second half. Receiver goes in motion. Samuels will give to Sullivan. Sullivan trying to cut out left side, taking out the 25. Second and 5 here for the Outlaws. Samuels fires, passes left side, and that's going to be incomplete. Third down. Third and 5 here for the Outlaws. Samuels keeps it on play action, fires down the middle, intercepted! And the Northern Outlaws just cannot catch a break. Here we go, first down for the Dragons. Royal fires, pass left side is caught. And to think last season for the Northern Outlaws, they were one game away from playing in the inaugural Honor Bowl. But that was with the original playoff format and, well, the original teams, the original 8, where every team went to the playoff. But now it's looking like they won't even make it back. Roel gonna get sacked here. And the defense doing everything they can, but the offense is just stalling. And they can't get anything going. It's 3rd and 9 for the Dragons. Here we go. Roel in the pocket. Fires left side. Passes caught. Just short of the marker. 4th down. It was an upset win on the road last season for the Outlaws that took them to the conference championship. And this season, they look like they'll be the first team in Generic Football League history to be eliminated from postseason contention. 36-yard field goal attempt here for the Dragons. This kick is good. 24-3. Here we go, set for kickoff. So the pick only ends in 3. But the Dragons continue to add on to their lead. Here's the kick and return here for the Outlaws. And they'll get stopped just before the 25. Here we go, first down here for the Outlaws. First down. Samuels will give to Sullivan. And Sullivan fighting for yards. He won't get much. Second down. There we go. Second down here. Samuels fires left side. This one will be incomplete. Third down. Third down, Outlaws. It'll be 3rd and 5. Samuels in the pocket. Samuels looking, fires right side. This one is caught. He hangs on. First down. First down here for the Outlaws. Samuels drops back in the pocket. Samuels going to dump it off. It's dropped by the receiver, incomplete. Second and 10. Samuels in the pocket, looking, hit as he throws, pass incomplete again, third down. Third down here for the Outlaws. Third and 10. Samuels drops back in the pocket, looking, fires, passes, caught down the middle. It's a first down. First down here for the Outlaws. They're going to run it here with Sullivan. And Sullivan going to get a first down off the run. First down here for the Outlaws. First down here, they're going to run it with Sullivan. He's taken down just past the 30. Second and 6 here for the Outlaws. Second down, Samuels going right side. This one bobbled, incomplete. Third down here for the Outlaws. Third down, Samuels back in the pocket, looking, fires out left side. Caught short, though. It's fourth down. .43-yard field goal attempt here on fourth down for the Outlaws. Here we go. Here's the kick. And it's good. .24-6 here in the third. Here we go. Here's the kick. And here's the return here by the Dragons. And fumble! The ball is out! Outlaws pick it up! Unexpected turn of events on the opening kick, on the kickoff right there. Wow. So now the Outlaws have a little bit of life. Let's see if the offense can do something here. Here we go, first down. They're running with Sullivan. And Sullivan stopped at the 25, second down. Here we go. Samuels on second down is sacked from behind. It's third down. Here we go. Third down here for the Outlaws. 3rd and 12. Samuels in the pocket looking. Going end zone. This one out of bounds. Incomplete. 4th down. .45-yard attempt here for the Outlaws. And here we go. Here's the kick. And it's good. So the fumble ends in a field goal for the Outlaws. 24-9. Here we go. Set for kickoff. Here we go. Here's the kick. And return here for the Dragons. And they'll get a good return just short of the 30. First down now for the Dragons. 23 seconds left here in the third. Here we go. First down, Dragons. Roel rolls out right. Looks. Fires right side. Pass is caught! And that's going to flip the field. Dragons now at the 30 of the Outlaws. What a play and what a catch by Bender. Here we go. First down here. Roel fires left side. Pass incomplete. I don't think it's the end of the quarter. 24-9. Second and 10. Here to open the fourth. Roel gets sacked. 4th down. No, 3rd down. Third down, Dragons. 3rd down here. They're going to run it with Wiley. And Wiley tried to get back to at least a 30. Looks like he just got short. It'll be 4th down. And the Dragons will settle for a field goal attempt here. 49 yards. And here we go. Here's the kick. It's up. And it's good. 27-9. Here we go. 27-9 here in the fourth. Outlaws running out of chances here. We'll see what happens. Here's the return for them. They're taking down short of the 30. So far, their points have only come from field goals. We'll see if they can finally get some change out of that. First down here for the Outlaws. Tight end in motion. Samuels in the pocket. Samuels looking. Fires left side. Pass incomplete. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 for the Outlaws. Second and 10. Samuels in the pocket. Samuels looking to find somebody. Going to dump this one off here. It's caught. It'll be short. Third down, Outlaws. If they don't get this here, the game might be over. 3rd down. Samuels in the pocket. Looks down the middle. It's tipped and incomplete. 4th down for the Outlaws. Fourth and 4. Outlaws will go for it here. This is what they have to do. 4th down. Samuels in the pocket. Looking. Samuels going for the big play. Left side, one-on-one. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. And that might have just sealed the season for the Northern Outlaws. First down, Dragons. Here we go. It's first down. They're going to run it here with Wiley taking out at the 30. 2nd down. Second and 10 here for the Dragons. They're going to run it here with Wiley. Stuffed at the line. 3rd down. Ground game has not been too great here for the Dragons. But at this point in the game, they don't really need to be throwing the ball too much. 3rd down here. Looks like they will be. Roel and shotgun, backfield empty. Roel, they're going to go screen left side. And he's stopped. 4th down. And now the Dragons will settle for a 51-yard attempt here. It's longer than 49, but shorter than the one they missed. Here we go, 51 yards. Make it 30-9 if it goes through. They're going to wind down the clocks just as much as they can. Here we go, field goal attempt. This one is no good, just barely missed it right. Here we go, first down. And Samuels tried to get it out left side. The pass was incomplete. 2nd down. Second and 10 here for the Outlaws. Samuels in the pocket. Looking. Fires left side. Pass will be caught. First down. First down here for the Outlaws. Samuels in the pocket. Gloats it up left side. Pass will be caught. That's a first down and more. Now in the red zone. First down for the Outlaws. We reach a 2-minute warning. First down here for the Outlaws. Samuels in the pocket, looking, end zone, pass will be broken up and incomplete. Second down. Second and 10. Samuels in the pocket, looks, going for the end zone, broken up. Third down. Third down for the Outlaws. Third and 10. Samuels in the pocket. Samuels going to the end zone. Pass broken up. Fourth down. Here we go. Fourth down for the Outlaws. Samuels in the pocket. Looking. One-on-one left corner. It's broken up. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. Dragons ball. First down here for the Pacific Dragons. First down here. And that's going to be a flag here on the Dragons. It's going to be intentional grounding on Roel. Second and 17. They're trying. Oh, what a hit on Wiley. Completely leveled in the backfield, third and long. Third and 19. Third down here. They're going to run it with Wiley. Wiley's got a good lane. Wiley going downfield, going to get to the 30. What a run. And a big first down. And the Dragons seem very happy about that one. First down here for the Dragons. They're going to start running down the clock. They'll run it here with Wiley. He got leveled again. Second down. And Roel will be your player of the game. Second and 10 here for the Dragons. They'll have to run at least one more play, and then this game will be over. And with flag here on the Dragons, false start. Here we go, second down here. They're running with Wiley. He gets to around the 25, and that should be the game. Third down, but this game is over, so it does not matter. Third and 14 for the Dragons. They'll send their tight end in motion. But ladies and gentlemen, that's the game. Northern Outlaws 9, Pacific Dragons 27. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't think you can be denied any farther. The Northern Outlaws are eliminated from playoff contention. They will now go 1-8 on the season with one game to go. And there is just no scenario at this point where they get in. And as for the Pacific Dragons, I believe they have locked up a playoff spot heading into next week. And now as for that number 1 seed Division 1, that is still up for question. We will figure that one out at the end of the week when the Southside Sharks play their matchup. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, we got to wrap this one up here for you. Congratulations, Pacific Dragons, as I believe it should be a safe bet that they will be going to the playoffs. And as for the Northern Outlaws, next week, they're just going to be looking to end their season on a high note. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap this one up here for you. Our final, Outlaws 9, Dragons 27. On behalf of Generic Football, I'm the Cowboy Crab saying so long, everybody.